Thank you for downloading this quick tutorial on how to access NicotriChemistry.com. So step 1 is open your favorite browser. Mine happens to be Firefox. Then you're going to type into the address NicotriChemistry.com/Moodle. You'll see this screen pop up. Click the available courses which are available, which is chemistry. And log in with your login information and your login credentials. So, according to the way that everybody's account was set up, basically I used the first letter of your first name and then your last name, and then finally the year that you're expected to graduate. So mine would be James Nicotri, and I graduate high school in 2004, so my username would be jnicotri2004. Now just a little hint, because all of you are graduating, or most of you are graduating in 2014, it looks like this, okay? So, for example, somebody like Guadalupe Torres would be G Torres 2014. Everybody's password was default set to Nicotri1 exclamation point. Make sure that the first N is capital. That's the number 1 at the end after my last name. And the exclamation point. It just wants to make sure that your password is very secure. So after you log in to NicotriChemistry.com, you'll be greeted with the home screen. So everybody sees this as soon as they log in. You could see the first survey. You could see some discussion board if you want to have some discussions with your peers. Readings is your digital textbook, so everything that you need to read from your physical textbook is listed here. You'll have a glossary, your homeworks, some quiz practice, the lab number 3 that you have to write up, and a quiz corrections file. So I'm going to take you through how to do your first homework. So you'll click on your homework link. The homework will pop up. As you can see, 149 attempts were already attempted by everybody in the class. So let us see what attempting one looks like. So when you click the attempt the quiz, you can see all the questions. You'll click your choices as you go through, just like filling an online survey. Something really important though, however, is making sure you're reading the questions, picking the appropriate answers. I'm just picking some random answers right now. They may or may not be right. Some things you might have to type in yourself. So for example, this one's asking which one cannot be broken down by chemical change, so I know that iron cannot be. And then one chemical property of iron, let's say that iron corrodes. After you click your next button, it's going to ask you if you'd want to submit. You're going to say absolutely yes. Submit all and finish. It's going to grade it for you, and you're going to see where it pops up. It will also tell you which answers were correct, right? Oh, I just guessed at this. It will also tell you which ones are wrong and tell you why or how. It'll also tell you at the top, it says, so we got an 8 out of 10, which means it's a 62%. So the feedback will say, it looks like that you have not earned your credit or demonstrated mastery. You might try the homework again to ensure that you're increasing your content knowledge and prepare for your next quiz. So make sure you read the feedback and also the other feedbacks about if you got it right or wrong. Okay, so it even grades the ones that you type in. Okay, so that's how you do your homework on NicotriChemistry.com. There's one last thing I want to show you, which is how to send me a message. So there's a little option in your chemistry course, in your profile, and it's going to say messages. So you can see some latest news over in the right-hand column. You can search the forum for some specific piece of information. But if you want to send me a message, what you do is you're going to, sorry about that. Hey, where did I put that? Sorry. You're going to click to My Profile and click Messages. And as you can see, I have 2 unread messages. So I would click for Mariah, for example, and she says, "Hello, Mr. Nicotri. When I'm trying to enter homework number 2, it's not letting me for some reason. It keeps saying we attempt to knock down." So then I would respond back, and let's say, "I reset homework number 2 for you. Please try again." Send the message, and then she'll be able to actually complete the homework. If I want to send a message, you go to all messages. After you're finished with that, you can press, you just go to courses chemistry. You might just have me as your only contact. See all these participants, and then you're going to click whoever you want to communicate with on the list. Okay? So that's how you send messages. I receive them, I respond to them. And now last thing that's really important is checking out your grade. So again, you're going to click the home button, just in case you get all confused. Click the chemistry. And then you're going to slide down and you're going to pick up grades. Now, you're going to see that I see everybody's grades, but you're only going to see your own grade for each homework that you've completed. So let's just see what your grades might look like. So for example here, you could see what Nayeli got on her homework 1, her homework 3, her homework 4, and her lab is missing. But then we can scroll all the way down at the bottom. You can see all of your assignments and what they add up to at the end. And so you can see everybody's homework grades. And now remember, they're grading all of your homeworks out of the points, and then they sum up to a specific grade. So if you have any questions about your grades, simply send me a message. And remember, you click your profile and click your messages, and my name should pop up, and you can send me a message about your grade if you need any more clarification on that. So we talked about homework, we talked about sending messages. Let's take a look at your digital textbook. We talked about checking your grades too. So finally, we're going to look at the digital textbook. So click your courses, you can go home and click back on chemistry. And then you can see the readings for Unit 1. And as you can see, everything in your textbook is clearly clickable on your left-hand navigation tool. Some of the pictures are there, some of them aren't. I can't promise or understand why they didn't import properly, but you can see maybe some things that we were trying out in class. You can read about the properties of matter, for example. All these link to specific vocabulary words. You can also link to these questions and where you can find the answers to them. Finally, the assessments you might notice are on your homeworks. So if you want a PDF, you can click that and it will download. You can see specific places where these hint back to the words, for the vocabulary words, for the key concepts in the text in here. So now that you know how to use the textbook, you know how to check your grades, you know how to log in, now let's talk about logging out. So logging out is really simple. All you have to do is click up this button in the top right hand corner. You click the log out and you are safe to have either a friend log in or for anybody else to use your computer. Well, I hope that kind of explained how to use NicotriChemistry.com. If you need any more tutorials, come visit me, come download these videos from our school website at uacpow.net. And if you have any more questions, don't forget to send me a message inside the message box. Have a great day.